as promised, we've got Rob Pryor in the studio today. He started up a non-profit organisation called Sidekick Initiative. So, good morning, Rob. Morning. Right, I'm just going to chuck some basic questions at you. I mean, can you just explain exactly what is Sidekick?
Basically, Sidekick is being... So if you think of Batman and Robin, this is probably the easiest way to explain it. So Batman always had Robin as a sidekick. It was the original sidekick in regards to the comics and stuff. I'm a bit of a comic geek. So when I hit rock bottom and realised there was nothing and no one really... seemed like no one cared is probably the easiest way to say about it.
Yeah.
So what I set up ended up being the Sidekick Initiative, and basically that's what it is Robin being there for Batman is every superhero needs a sidekick.
A supporting role, sort of.
Yeah, that's it. So
all right.
A little bit of help and a little bit of guidance with regards to things. So yeah, be it mental health, life, business.
So I mean, with something like that, if someone did contact you with, let's say, mental health issues, would you point them in the right direction as a GP would say you need to go see a psychiatrist, or can you help direct?
So I get tagged in a lot of pages on Facebook, and there's a lot of signposting, and this is what I say to people straight away. Yes, by all means, definitely 100%, and this says on the website that I'm not a doctor or anything like that. I've covered all bases with regards to things there, but because the doctors are under, look, if you was to ring up 111 today, you're probably going to be put on hold for about 45 minutes.
Yep.
They're going to tell you to splash water on your face. In that 45 minutes that you're on wait, this is what I say to people: while you're on hold, just ring me up, message me, reach out.
Yeah.
By then I can voice note you, I can ring you up, hopefully calm you down and get you in a better situation. If not, get you in a better mindset with regards to the phone call when you're on hold with regards to 111 and everything else.
So in layman's terms, my sort of terms, I mean, someone's on 111 and they're all uptight, blah blah blah. You will calm them down on that initial phone call and then take it from there.
I've been a listener before and stuff like that. You'd have to deal with them one-to-one conversations with regards to things anyway, so I can use that coping mechanism with regards to things. Try and make it a little bit easier so when they do talk to someone on 111 that they're not... So say if they're suffering anxiety, say if they mightn't be on the spectrum with regards to things. There was something that happened, an incident somewhere the other week, and I just so happened to be there, calmed the person down. They're having a bit of an autistic moment. They didn't know how to get their point across. Listen, just calm down. You're in a safe space. Get it so they're not speaking 100 miles an hour, and I don't want to do it because I'm quite close to the mic. But if they were to go, I'm in a bad place, I'm mental health, I'm going to, this is my safe space, blah, 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 blah. If you slow it down and you tone it down a little bit, listen.
Yeah.
This is my safe space.
Yeah, definitely.
This is where I'll come to relax. This is... I'm having a bit of a bad time at the moment, and not do it 100 miles an hour. It's the tonality and the speed in which you talk.
And it's that calming tone, I suppose.
And then you're just going to get a better... The person at the other end of the phone is going to have a better result. You're going to get a better result. And when you go to the doctors, or when you go to all these things that you signposted with... So there's doctors that I talk to in the gym with regards to things. They agree with the sort of way that... Look, I'm not a qualified doctor. I'm not anything. But I do have a coping mechanism with regards to things. I've got the notebooks in. I've kept notes on how with my mental health, like triggers, stuff like that, coping mechanisms, things that work for me, things which don't work, which might work for someone else. Yeah. So these are all things that I go through and try and explain to people. If I do meet up with people, I do give them a little notebook. But the other thing is, when you do go and you do see the doctor, eventually you've got to wait for a doctor's appointment. Then they've got to try your medication. Yeah. The medication may cause suicidal tendencies, all these other things, anxiety, panic attacks, all of these things. So it might not be a permanent fix. It might not be the medicine that works for you. They might have to try a couple of medicines. They might refer you to counselling, which is about 12, 14 weeks. On this time, if you're suffering with mental health, anyone that suffers with it will know it is a crushing feeling. It literally just crushes you from the inside, and no one can see what pain you're in.
So, I mean,
So it's trying to give them coping mechanisms.
It's a different mindset is what you're trying to get across. Is that right? A different mindset?
Just coping mechanisms with regards to things, and just letting people know that they're not alone.
Yeah.
That's another thing. You feel so alone with regards to things. Like the person that I was talking about, like with that incident the other day, I walked with them for about an hour, 2 hours. explain things with regards to them. They're on the spectrum. So I've been told that I was on the spectrum with regards to things. It's fine. Letting that person know, like I was talking to them about certain things or certain ways that I feel about certain things and coping mechanisms and stuff like that. For me, the person had said they wish they was in a wheelchair so people could see that they had a disability.
Okay, yeah.
So it's having that chat with them and having that conversation and just making them feel like, look, you're not alone with regards to this. This is, everyone feels like a little bit stressed out with regards to things. I don't want to go into too much with regards to the conversation because obviously the Data Protection Act and stuff like that. But just letting them, one, be heard, two, know that they're not alone, and three, know that there is support. I don't mind signposting them to all these other organisations with regards to things. There's so many places now with regards to things. Like I could pull out a bit of paper that there's probably two sides of a sheet of A4 paper, you know.
Right. Okay. Well, here's a big question for you, and you can talk about this as long as you like because it gives me a chance to have a mouthful of coffee. But what inspired you to set up Sidekick? My partner got sick in 2019. I was self-employed. I was a tattooist. This is not a difficult question, but she was in hospital here. She had sepsis. She's got Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis. So she'd had a flare up, and then she caught sepsis. They had to remove most of her stomach. She was in it for a long time, and we've got twins, so I had to look after them. Plus, try and manage my business and my home. I nearly lost everything, and I hit rock bottom. And I'm going to say this now. To all the single mums out there, I'll take my hat off to you because I've done this for 12 weeks and it broke me mentally. I hit rock bottom. From hitting rock bottom, this happened 2019. So you got to look, I set this up a year before COVID hit, before we went into lockdown. And they say I'm a massive believer in things happen for a reason. I had set this up, and during COVID, during lockdown, I did 127 food banks. Sidekick isn't just about mental health, it's about what the community needs with regards to things. I'm working with, people from the Kettle. There's some other organisations that I've trying to work with and stuff like that, inclusions and recovery connections. Trying to help and support people as much as you can with regards to things. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. you just saying you sort of like you hit rock bottom.
So I hit rock bottom. So look, it's whatever the community needs it to be. So not many people were working. People were in lockdown. They couldn't afford Christmas and stuff like that. I did a massive fundraiser and did a food bank because one of the food banks I'd noticed had shut for 2 weeks just before Christmas. Which was over Lee Park on the Havant area. I can't remember the specific name of it, and it doesn't matter. But I did 127 Christmas turkeys, 127 food banks. We delivered them from Christmas Eve, all the way across to Gosport, Lee Park, everywhere. You know.
You just mentioned the food banks there and all the turkeys and blah blah blah. I take it from that you get support from perhaps a larger Tesco's or the community itself.
You don't get no support from Tesco's.
You don't get any. Well,
I didn't think to reach out and ask.
I just said Tesco's as a name there, but I mean,
I'll tell you,
you get support from
I put it up on Facebook. So, like I said, I used to be a tattooist, had a big following with regards to the tattooing side of things, and had a big support network in the community and stuff. I can't remember how many people are on my Facebook or on my Instagram. Okay. And I literally just put something out there, and before you know it, we just had a lot of food and a lot of stuff.
So there again,
GW Warren and Sons, their son Harrison is downstairs here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They had got given a lot of turkeys from where they get their fruit and veg, the wholesalers. So they give me them. They give me a lot of fruit and veg. They supported me massively and always have done. Loads of other businesses as well.
That's the whole object of Sidekick then, it's getting the community together.
It's getting the community together.
And that actually works. So, I mean, I've lost track of what I was going to say. I mean, are you targeting any specific audience, or is it anybody that needs help?
Literally anybody that needs help. So at first it was just, not even at first, it was just, I was suffering mental health, I hit rock bottom. I'd done this free board thing and basically writ out all the skills, and there'd been a time when I'd studied, I'd been told I had CPTSD, so I started studying psychology and all these other things and stuff like that. Did these courses and just wanted an understanding of that, because I've never fought in any wars, and I thought, what is that? So I wanted to have an understanding of that. So that was one of the skills that I'd set out. Another one was the digital marketing side of things. So I'd set up Creative Media, which they're still running now. Worked and done videos for Pure Gyms and done photo shoots for Pure Gym, grenade bars, stuff like that. Obviously the fruit and vegetable downstairs. But yeah, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. I mean, if someone did contact you, just so...
So that's what we were saying. Yeah, so it can be literally anybody. So it doesn't matter. Someone might be just... so there was someone that was struggling with regards to getting an apprenticeship for an electrician the other day. I bumped into him in the gym. Me and him were talking. He works a bakery at the moment, a big chain. I won't say because I'm not too sure if I'm allowed to say the names.
No.
There was, so he had said he wanted an apprenticeship. He was going to college, needed an apprenticeship, so I made some calls with some guys that I know I've tattooed. Any chance you can get them on, put a Facebook status up, a few people tag businesses. As far as I know, he's got his foot in the door and he's going for interviews, as far as I know.
Okay.
Sunday, there was a person that had been a barber for a while, and because of the amount of barbershops that have popped up now, they needed a little bit of help. So rather than be on a self-employed basis, I've got them into 3 days a week in a barbershop. So up in Cosham. Okay. So it's just using the connections and basically... I've done a course on community-based assets. So it's finding things in the community. So say that there's one problem in this regards to, like obviously the lad needing an apprenticeship, a company to push him forward. So it's just using the connection that I've made over the years with regards to social media, Facebook and everything else. And it's just reaching out to people and saying, like, look, this is the problem. Can you help?
Yeah.
How can we fix this?
Again, we're going back to not only the connections that you have, but the community pulling together.
This is what it's about.
Mouth,
this is what it's about. I've literally had someone point me to the direction of it that had seen one of the videos on Facebook.
Right.
Because I was a bit unsure. But yeah, it's just bringing people together as a community, getting us all working as one. At the moment, with regards to everything, this is one of the main things that I say. United we stand, divided we fall. And at the moment, everything is divided with race, religion, everything, even gender at the moment. Everyone just seems to be not arguing about things, but just bickering. Let's get everyone working as a community. Like how it used to be years ago. Everyone used to come together. There used to be street parties, I remember.
Yeah.
There used to be a lot of community spirit, and there just doesn't seem to be that anymore. There just seems like a lot of negativity on Facebook, a lot of negativity on social media. And this is why I try and put myself out there and just try and like be that, not that positive, but just try and like get people working together, supporting everyone. Like if you invited me to this radio, I invited people on my Facebook to the page, and this is what I do for people. If they're struggling with regards to business and they've got a page, they've already got it set up, I can either come look at their content or look at their website. Look, you're going wrong with content here and here. Just anything that I can help. Really, it's all about building a better community. You can't sit on the sofa or typing up Facebook statuses saying about how rubbish the world is if you're not gonna
do anything about it.
If you're not gonna do anything about it and try and make the world a better place, that is about.
I mean, what's the future hold for Sidekick? I mean, are you looking at perhaps? You mentioned sort of like people with stress and things like perhaps starting up a junior club so that they can be away from. Right. Not nastily, but be away from the parents for a couple of hours so the parents can sit there and go,
I've had
coffee time.
Right. So I used to do MMA. I've done boxing. I've got a back-in by one of the boxing gyms. I'm just about to do some promo stuff for one of his sons who's just gone pro. I'm going to have a little chat with him and see if I can do something there. I'm allowed to do stuff at one of the gyms here. I'm allowed to do certain things with regards to stuff. I get a lot of support in the community. Now, I've had a lot of parents reach out. So, like I said, I was tagged on a group. Someone had a problem with how's the best way to say it without breaching? Yeah, so they had their 12-year-old was suffering anxiety so bad they were scared to leave the house.
Okay.
So went on one-to-one them for a little bit. By the Friday, they were out for 1 hour. By the Saturday, they were out for 2. Sunday, they went to a party. So there is that sort of aspect with it. Now, going back, I've had a couple of people reach out and say, look, my boy has been vaping, he's been smoking stuff that he shouldn't be smoking, can you help him? So these are other things. I know I've had a couple of parents reach out and say this. So there is going to be, I'm hoping to work with the kettle. The kettle have asked me if I would mind doing something there. I'm hoping to do something. It's trying to tie down the girl when she's not busy and sitting with her and setting something into place.
Yeah.
Because we do need more community centres. We do need more community stuff. And I know it sounds stupid. I don't want to blow smoke up my own bum. I'm not going to swear. I've not learnt from a textbook. I've made so many mistakes in life, from having a kid at a young age to carrying a knife at a young age and getting in trouble. The plan is, I used the gym to de-stress. I use MMA, I use boxing as a way of self-defence with regards to things, and I can't bang on about this enough. I've got an ex-UFC fighter who set up his own gym, GBMMA. It's a non-profit as well. And he's up for coming into the schools because there's plans with, if you look on the Sidekick Initiative website, it's not just about mental health, it's going into the prisons, going into the schools. So we're trying to change lives at the bottom end before they start making the same mistakes that I did as a teenager and as a young adult.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting them at the top end of the scale and getting them hopefully trained up and letting them know, like, look, while you're inside, you've been given the gift of time.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people in there that are pushing towards this. They push towards certain levels of education, level 1 English, level 1 maths. If you aim for the level 2 English, which is 150 words more, or 100 words more, I'm sure it's 150, I'm sure it's 100 actually, you can apply for a PETS course, which is Prison Educational Trust System. It's a non-profit charity. If you get your levels, and there's stuff that you can sit in your cell and you can actually make a change with your life. You've been given the gift of time. You're never ever going to get that again, you know. So that's another plan. I've been doing that up north. The plan is to get into Winchester Prison and try and do the same down here, Winchester, Portland, stuff like that, and try and build a better community down south. So. But yeah, not a lot of these prisons are banging on about what you can do and what you can achieve in there.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I've got one more question for you, and I've just thought of this, and I think it's a brilliant question. So once I've asked this question, I'm just going to let you have the open mic, give out your contact details, etc., and hopefully it'll work. So my question is, I'm giving you 24 months. What can you see in the 24 months? What would you like to see in the 24 months?
With regards to...
With the community, etc. I mean, I'd love to see the street parties come back out.
Do you know what, right? Not that I haven't planned that far ahead, but things just seem to be snowballing so fast. Do you know what? I wouldn't even like to even begin to work out where it is. At the moment, I just take one day at a time.
Okay.
The most that I've planned forward for at the moment is that I'm running 72 miles. So I'm running 4 miles every 4 hours for 72 hours. Last month on March, I did 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. I found it okay. I felt like I had a little bit more gas in the tank. This falls in, the one that I'm doing now, or training for at the moment, falls in on Father's Day. So it's 4 miles every 4 hours for 72 hours. So that's non-stop. Not non-stop, so I have a little bit of time. I run 4 miles, have a break, take some supplements, ice baths, whatever needs to be done, and then go back out again to raise awareness for mental health, not just with regards to men. It finishes on Father's Day. There's going to be certain families waking up without... So there's going to be fathers waking up on Father's Day that aren't allowed to see their kids.
Yeah.
1. 2, there's going to be there's going to be kids waking up without their father on Father's Day due to mental health. 2, and yeah, just raising awareness. There's going to be people that are struggling with regards to mental health, and it's just letting them know, like, look, yes, it's hard, yes, it's tough, and this is the thing, I'm going to push my body to the absolute limit on this. And like I've done videos and said about this, and I sound stupid. Last time I did it, what pushed me through is the people that we'd lost along the way with regards to mental health, and just how I felt at the time. And it is like literally, it's so destroying. It's such a dark place, and it's the worst pain you can ever be in. I know I can push through this. I know we can raise awareness, and this is the plan with it. So at the moment, that's where I'm pushing it to. With regards to the Sidekick thing, hopefully, fingers crossed, someone from a school reached out. I know there's all boxes that have got to be ticked with regards to there, so I'm going into there, getting into the prisons down south, setting up some courses with regards to stuff and start training people. There's probably, off the top of my head, I've probably got about 30-40 people that I'm mentoring at the moment with regards to just life and notebooks, anxiety, mental health, stuff like that, addiction. I'd love to have them fully, where they're just in such a good place. I call it bomb proof. So literally nothing, if anything goes wrong in life, nothing is going to hold you back. You can still pick yourself up and push forward. You know, there's been so many problems with regards to stuff. The cost of living, the cost of petrol, everything going up, or there's always this one bump that's going to hit you straight.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Straight between the legs is probably the easiest way to say it, and it's going to try and hold you back. But it's about being strong enough to write. Hang on a minute. Say if we're in a car now with regards to things, and we hit a traffic jam, or they're building the road. Hopefully they're fixing the potholes. I don't know, but they might be doing something on the motorway. Normally the motorways are shut. We just have to take a look. We was aiming to get here. We just have to take a little diversion. Sometimes you just have to go a different path in life, or a different way, a different route to get where you want to go. You know. Okay. So it's about building. Helping people mentally, physically with regards to the gym. I think it's a brilliant coping mechanism, and like I said, I've got ex-UFC fighters, so working with the youths to set up something. I've even got a nickname for something to do with the boxing rather than carry a knife. There's that, and the MMA I think was a massive, just a release. It's because you're doing all sorts of things, and it's closest you're ever going to get, not to death, but if you get it's not brutal, but it is such a thing that's just, I know it looks quite violent, but it's such a calming thing, because it teaches you just how to defend yourself, where it gives you the confidence that you don't need to carry a knife, that you don't need to prove to anyone that you can have a fight. You know you can. You know, and I've got the right guys that can train you and train these people. Like, there's so many guys that I know that are professional fighters, be it around here. You've got Tom Kong Watson. I've got some boxers, Michael Mickinson. There's literally there's so many around here. You've got Joel McIntyre as well, who's just making a comeback of his pro thing. All of these lads, if I ask them to, I know they'll jump on. I know they'll help and support.
Brilliant.
You know, and this is what we got to do. We got to do something. It's all right sitting back and putting a Facebook status up moaning about these kids, or the stabbing that was at Highbury College, not Highbury Cafe the other week outside.
Oh yeah.
There's women that are scared to walk to the car. There's something that I do on a Friday, Foundation Friday. I'm going to be doing a self-defense class with them. I've got Jade Barker, who's an ex-MMA fighter. She's going to come hopefully on a Friday, because she does door work as well. You wouldn't even think she was a fighter, to be fair. And she's going to go through some self-defense stuff of these women, so they give them a little bit of confidence that they can walk to their car safely. You know, this isn't just about youths, this is about everyone as a community. There's even an ex-retired doctor that I'm taking on the boxing pads tomorrow. I'm sure he used to work, his daughter works at the hospital here, he told me today. And just teaching him a little bit. He's never thrown a punch before in his life, you know, and he's retired.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to give you the mic now, so you can round off. I mean, if this is now your audience. You tell them what you want to tell them about Sidekick. Give them your contact details. And
I don't know my contact details off the top of my head, but the website is www.sidekickinitiative.org. My Facebook is Rob Pryor UK. All of my social media should be Rob Pryor UK. So Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Sidekick thing. If you type that in on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok, You're gonna that'll come up. You can message me on there. My number will be up on the website. It's up on the page. You can talk to me on WhatsApp. I can voice note you on Facebook. I can send you videos. Some of them might have a little bit of blue words in there that I can't really say on the radio, but there's going to be other ones that I do and put up on the site that and I use in the schools, or when I go into the schools, or be exactly how I am now, this person. Keeping it polite and well-mannered. So, yeah, if you're struggling with regards to mental health, loneliness, depression, you might just want to I don't know, just feel like your life needs a massive change. There's stuff that I can sit, even if we just come and have a coffee or pay for you to have a breakfast, and we sit and you just tell me what the problem is, I guarantee that I can help you solve it. No one needs to sit there and suffer with anything with regards to just anything life throws at you. I will do my utmost best to help you. If not, I will guarantee that you don't feel alone with regards to this problem, and two heads are better than one. So
yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay then. Right, so there we go. So that was Rob Pryor from Sidekick Initiative. Please do contact him if you are feeling a little bit lonely, a little bit depressed, want a cup of coffee with someone different, have a nice chat with him. So please do contact him.